Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Thursday, June 8th, if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. It's also a timeless reading. And as you know, if you're following me every day, you know this. Thank you for following me every day. I am doing a inclusive deck theme for the month of June, so for Pride Month and Juneteenth and anything else celebrated this month, especially birthdays. Today's my son's birthday, so excited. I record this a day ahead of time, so you can take it for today when you get it, or the day you get it, the day it pops up in your feed. Whenever it's definitely connected to law of attraction. Whenever you receive this reading, it's meant for you. But thank you so much for following me if you follow me every day. I am using my girl, Queen Sugar Tarot. She's one of my best friends out there in the tarot community. Super awesome lady who has a wonderful channel, so check her out. She created this really cute deck, the Polaroid Tarot deck. And it's so cute. It's purple with silver edges. She sends a lot of love out there. I like this saying right here. Every photo tells a story. This is true. All right. So same with tarot. The tarot images really tell stories. This deck is so easy to read. It really gives me so many messages with a very simple art, you know, the simple, straightforward, impressionistic art. It's kind of mostly silhouetted, really pretty. Okay, one more time. And I'll take from the middle. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Okay. Let's see what else we have. The Wheel of Fortune. And nice, the High Priestess. Awesome. All right, let's zoom on in and see what we get. Oftentimes, things get built up, especially when you're with a couple, when you're with a partner, but friends too, all kinds of connections with people, parents and children. A lot of things are left unsaid. Sometimes there's passive aggressive energy, and then it comes to the point where you just have to let it out, speak your mind. And even as tough as it may be sometimes, as hard as it is to say the words and to hear feedback, it actually is a great way of opening up a line of communication. So this is kind of a bit of an argument you may be getting into with somebody. It could be your significant other. It could be a parent or child. It could be co-worker, something like that. But I feel like it's a kind of a happy one because it's followed by these really great cards. So this is, to me, this is like a door opening up to, could be some misunderstanding, and finally now you're getting to the matter. You know, your wands is fire energy, so there could be a bit of heatedness behind this the issue. Could be a bit of passion. You know what else it could be? It could be makeup sex too that comes after this. You never know. Like sometimes arguments are good for that. You know, you get all riled up, you get passionate, you get in each other's face, and then you start kissing. Really, you know, sometimes it gets that way. So the 5 of Wands is interesting. It could be, you could be completely in your ego, that you could both be in your ego. Maybe it's a good time to Maybe not in the heat of the moment can this happen, but maybe with perspective, you'll be able to see, oh, I was triggered, or that was my ego talking, or I see the big picture now. But I'm so glad we had this talk, because we needed it. We really needed to hash this out. So the Wheel of Fortune is great. It's kind of like, just represents the positivity that comes out after this, it's good luck, it's fortune, it's whatever you put into it, you get back. It's as above, so below. So basically, it's the good deeds you do come back to you. So remember, you can have a very efficient argument that doesn't name call, that doesn't put people down, that you don't, and I mean, it's hard in the moment to use I statements, but try it, try not to use accusing words like always and never. Those, I learned this a long time ago. Those are very hurtful, always and never, because it's not true, basically. There's so much shades of gray when it comes to things people do wrong and right, so we can't really say an always or never kind of thing. It's important to start from I'm a little tired when I see this lying here, because I have often asked you not to leave this lying here, and I would really appreciate it if you could pick it up or whatever. And I don't want to have to ask you. I want you to be able to just do it automatically. Maybe start off that way. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes. It's not like, you kids you're such a mess. Maybe you want to do that. I don't know, but I don't know. Sometimes those approaches don't really work. Sometimes it is important to try to get the person focused on their responsibility in the situation. And, and don't be in denial of your own responsibility as well. Be open to receiving feedback as well. But in the end, the Wheel of Fortune is about destiny too, and change, and karma, and cycles, and rites of passage, and chance, So you might want to take a chance here of confronting someone that you haven't confronted before, because you maybe were shy about it. Maybe your natural mode is passive aggressive, and so today you decide, I'm not going to do it that way anymore. I'm going to fight it. Oh, that's interesting. I decided to fight. I did, in a good way. I decided to fight this issue, by the way, that you might look up in a different video, but that Walmart had that on sale, and it wasn't because they bought it from me. And I found that there is a site and a form I could fill out. So that's a way of taking charge of the situation and doing something productive, instead of sulking about it or grumbling to yourself, being passive aggressive, trying to show little clues to make a person figure it out. No, just tell them straight and flat into their face. A lot of times it could be a fire sign. Fire signs are very good about being honest and upfront, and I think in general, fire signs may not be very good about subtle clues. So we have air people might be the subtle clues types. Maybe water people might be the subtle clues types. But fire and earth may need just a little more, show me the facts, please. The facts, and tell me directly, straight, what is it exactly that's your problem here? So it might be important to take that tactic, and you could come out ahead in that. The High Priestess is really good. So here we have healing, tarot, spirituality, science. It's just this. I feel like it's this energy from this experience with this person or with this situation. It's kind of like it's a learning experience for sure. And you naturally may be very wise, but all of us can learn a little bit more. And I just was realizing this the other day, like, oh, I'm so spiritual and I live in spiritual la-di-da land and nothing can mess with me. And then when I like do my daily grind, I'm like, this is still bothering me and these are still like annoying, and I'm still like, why? Like, I thought I rose above these things, you know. And we're human, because these things do, you know, there's things that do affect us and trigger us, and we're still healing and learning about ourselves and trying to figure out why we react that way. And if we do react a way, do we need to, you know, is it just an impulse reaction, the way we've always done it, the way we've always seen other people do it, the way our parents did to us? Or is it something that we're really, you know, like, so we have to think about that. Maybe we've been learning how to be in the present and use our awareness and be conscious of the things that we say and do. But we slip sometimes and we're unconscious and we go into that triggered mode where we just say something off the top of our heads that we didn't even think about before we said it. So these are things that you can be aware of no matter who you are. You could be a high priestess or you could be, you know, a page, whatever. But everyone is human and everyone has these little slip ups sometimes. So this is a good clue for you to go back into your library of spirituality and healing and knowledge and self-help and all of that, and see what is it, and go deep in yourself and say, hey, what was that that set me off this day? Or have I just had too much materialism in my life lately that I just need to balance it back with spirituality? I need to get grounded. I need to meditate again. I need to focus on those things instead of, you know, instead of let the daily grind kind of take over me, because we do sometimes, you know, we definitely do. And so, yeah, some little things, even when I'm go live with you guys, I realize it's kind of like my therapy. And when I miss a day or a night, it's like missing my healing too. So yeah, sometimes I forget about that. I forget that helping you guys is definitely helping me all the time, and doing these daily does help a lot too. So thank you for being there with me and for me and sharing this experience. And I think you're doing great. You know, they're just times where sometimes these things have to be spoken out loud and bubbled up and confronted. But you know what? I feel like there's a lot of love here. No matter what is said, the love is going to be strong and support the situation. So, you know, I don't feel like this is like breakup talks or anything. I feel this could actually be passionate talks. So it could lead to somewhere exciting too. Anyway, I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.